Alright. Ignore my cats in the background. I'm sorry. My camera sucks still, also. Um, but so I'm gonna move on to the 4200 number that I came up with on the map of Pangea that I did. Um, these these numbers here are the numbers that I have recalculated and like reconfigured and flipped around and did different variations of, and so that's the numbers we've got there. Um, but I really was intrigued by it having my area's area code on there, and the fact that uh, Abraham Lincoln has a historical site in my town. It just the connections are crazy, and like the numbers super stand out. Like it's just it's wild. See, there's my area code right there, and like that's my town's area code. So that's the 815 there too. The 815 here. And then we go and we look at 815 in the Strong's Hebrew, and it comes up this, and I'm like, that's interesting, but that's also super interesting. And I look down, and it says them under a tamarisk tree, and then it says buried them and buried under, and I'm like, that's also very weird. So I decided to look up if Abraham Lincoln had anything to do with a tree in a graveyard or somebody being buried under it. And yeah, he did. He definitely did. OMG, one thing I did not notice is that 11 and then 1 and 3 and then 68 or 86. Like when you add up our year, it's an 8, and then the Hebrew year adds up to a 6. And that's just, all of these things are huge. The witness tree. And then I didn't read this one at first, but I thought that was interesting too, because I remember, I think it's one of the Rapture guys. I can't remember your name. I am so sorry. Rapture Ready, maybe, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this is a tree that was planted for Andrew Jackson's tree thing. He planted them in her memory. Um, like his ex or his widow or his wife that passed away. Sorry. And then hold on a second. Okay, so I went and I looked up the tamarisk tree on Google, and this is what came up, and I thought this was really interesting because of the fact that it has this in it, and when I read it, and when I read things or I see things, I see them normal, but then I also mix them up. Like my brain just mixes them up. Um, oh, the number 150. Yeah, I highlighted that too. I forgot. Anyway, just all the numbers are standing out. It's pretty intense. But anyway, so with this word though, I read it as a and then matrix, like the word matrix, and I definitely seen the word matrix in the Bible somewhere. Um, I can't exactly remember where it was, but I thought that was pretty interesting. In this area right here, this is Revivum Israel that this picture is taken from of the Tamatrix tree. Um, so I'm just gonna leave that there for a second, and got another. got another thing I wanted to show you guys, but I can't really remember what the heck it was. Oh, this was some stuff I had seen about Revivum, Israel. And this was really interesting because it talks about 3 lookouts, and there's going to be three cross points of for the eclipses. So I thought that kind of it stood out to me in a way. So I decided to save that. Let's see. I mean, there's just so much. There's so much in this video or so much on this page that stands out. I went on to bring up the agricultural information about Illinois because a lot of agricultural stuff happens here. And Maconda was known for its agriculture, which is where one of the cross points is going to be during the eclipse. So I wanted to include a little bit of agricultural information in here, and just show you that really quick. I just thought it was pretty interesting, especially the numbers in this as well. Like they really stand out. Like there's so many that are consistent. The patterns are there. So that's just about it for this one, I think. Oh, this I had found this in the Abraham Lincoln Digital Library, and this is like this is like the stuff that I've watched on all of the YouTube videos that I've seen, like everyone talking about the husbandman, people becoming one, and like just holding tight because he's coming is what I'm getting, and the darkness and delay, the Terry that everyone has talked about, like the inconsistency with the time. So I just feel like that's interesting. I mean, this whole entire poem really is. It just stands out. And this poem was made in the 1800s. I can't remember the exact year, but I mean, the link is right here. If you want to go and look at that, you be my guest. There are so many documents on there that it's mind blowing. There's a lot in there that talks about what's to come in our future, and people then more or less made like a tune out of it, and like these are songs. So but it talks about this signet ring, and I'm like, wait, that sounds interesting. So I decided to look that up, and this is what I found. And oh, that says 1888. Okay, I thought it just said 888. I'm like, well, that's cool, but that's cool too. And then there's the X here. The sun, I think, in the background. And I have been able to kind of get it. Pomona, maybe college. Our tribute to something blurry over around this thing. I don't know what it says. But yeah, I think it's connected a little bit in some way, so I definitely wanted to mention that. And let's see, did I picture this? That one. That one was kind of cool. This is the translation for the phrase "the word of God." Literally, I had translated the word of God into Hebrew, like that phrase, and that's what I came up with for the numbers here with the generator. and it's just insane. Like that looks like it says Purim, and then this would have been like, I feel like that was connected somehow to the trees thing or something. But oh yeah, it was. It was. I wrote it down. That's why I sent it. I don't know. Let me look. No, the 815 was in it. Ah, that's interesting. The 815. I don't know if you can see this or not. I gotta look at the camera. Okay. Still don't know if you can see it. It's right here. 815 variation. And that's for the New Year of Trees. My cats are crazy. Oh, that's where I seen the 150 number. Okay, so I'll do it on here. It'll be easier. My cats are insane. All right, let's go here. Go here. You are very rude. Okay. Copy. Go here. Paste it. And I do this. And that gives us these numbers. This is a variation of 150. So that is that. Pretty cool. And also there's 42 or 24. 4,200. Oh, wow. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going to be much longer. So there will be some other things I'm going to put on here in a different video, though. This one was kind of longer.